Page 115. He leans down over me and, grasping each of my ankles, quickly jerks my legs apart and crawls onto the bed between my legs. He hovers over me. I am screaming with need. "Keep still," he murmurs, and then he leans down and kisses the inside of my thigh, trailing kisses up over the thin, lacy material of my panties, kissing me. Oh, I can't keep still. How can I not move? I wiggle beneath him. "We're going to have to work on keeping you still, baby." He trails kisses up my belly and his tongue dips into my navel, still heading north, kissing me across my torso. My skin is burning. I'm flushed, too hot, too cold, and I'm clawing at the sheet beneath me. He lies down beside me, and his hand trails up from my hip to my waist and up to my breast. He gazes down at me, his expression unreadable, and I gently cuffs my breasts. "You'll fit my hand perfectly, Anastasia," he murmurs, and dips his index finger into the cup of my bra and gently yanks it down, freeing my breast. But the underwire and fabric of the cup force it upwards. His fingers move to my other breast and repeats the process. My breasts swell and my nipples harden under his steady gaze. I am thrusted up by my own bra. "Very nice," he whispers appreciatively, and my nipples harden even more. He blows very gently on his hand, moves to my other breast, and his thumb slowly rolls the end of my nipple, laking it. I groan, feeling the sweet sensation all the way to my groin. I am so wet. "Oh, please," I beg internally as my fingers clasp the sheet tighter. He lips close around my other nipple, and when he tugs, I nearly convulse. "Let's see if we can make you come like this," he whispers. Continuous is his slowly sensual assault. My nipples bear the delicious brunt of his deft fingers and lips, setting alight every single nerve ending, so that my whole body sings with sweet agony. He just doesn't stop. "Oh, please," I beg, and I pull my head back, my mouth open as I groan, my legs stiffing. Holy hell, what's happening to me? "Let's go, baby," he murmurs. His teeth close around my nipple and his thumb and finger pull hard, and I fall apart in his hands, my body convulsing and shattering into 1,000 pieces. He kisses me deeply, his tongue in my mouth, absorbing my cries. Oh my, that was extraordinary. Now I know what all the fuss is about. He gazes down at me, a satisfied smile on his face, while I'm not sure there's nothing but gratitude and awe on mine. "You are very responsive," he breathes. "You're going to have to learn to control that. It's going to be so much fun teaching you how." He kisses me again. My breathing is still raged and I come down from my orgasm. His hands move down my waist to my hips and then cups me intimately. Jeez. His finger slips through the fine lace and slowly circles me there. Briefly, he closes his eyes and his breathing hitches. "You're so deliciously wet. God, I want you." He thrusts his finger inside of me and I cry out as he does it again and again. He palms my clitoris and I cry out once more. He punches inside of me harder and harder still. I groan. Suddenly he sits up and tugs my panties off and throws them on the floor, pulling off his boxer's brief. His erection springs free. Holy cow! He reaches over to his bedside table and grabs a foil packet, and then he moves between my legs, spreading them far apart. He kneels up and pulls a condom onto his considerable length. Oh no, will it? How? Don't worry, he breathes, his eyes on mine. You'll expand too. He leans down, his hands on either side of my head, so he's hovering over me, staring down into my eyes, his jaws clenched, eyes burning. It's only now that I registered he's still wearing his shirt. You really want to do this? He asks softly. Please, I beg. Pull your knees up. He orders softly, and I quit to obey. I'm going to fuck you now, Miss Steele, he murmurs, as he positions the head of his erection to the entrance of my sex. Hard, he whispers, and then he slams it into me. Ah! I cry as I feel a weird pinching sensation deep inside me as he rips through my virginity. He still's gazing down at me, his eyes bright with ecstatic triumph. His mouth is open slightly, and his breathing is harsh. He groans. You're so tight, are you okay? I nod, my eyes widen, my hands on his forearms. I feel so full. He stays still, letting me acclimate to the intrusive, overwhelming feeling of him inside of me. I'm going to move, baby, he breathes after a moment, his voice tight. Oh. He eases back with exquisite slowness, and he closes his eyes and groins and thrusts it into me again. I cry out a second time, and he stills. More, he whispers, his voice raw. Yes, I breathe. He does it one more and stills again. I groan, my body accepting him. Oh, I want this. Again, he breathes. Yes, it's a plea. And he moves, but this time he doesn't stop. He shifts on his elbow so I can feel his weight on me, holding me down. He moves slowly at first, easing himself in and out of me, and I grow accustomed to the alien feeling of my hips move tentatively to meet his. He speeds up and I moan, and he pounds on, picking up speed, mercilessly, a relentless rhythm, and I keep up, meeting his thrusts. He grasps my hand between his hands and kisses me hard, his teeth pulling at my lower lip. He shifts slightly, and I can feel something building deep inside of me. Like before, I start to stiffen as he thrusts on and on. My body quivers, bows, a sheen of sweet gathers over me. Oh my, I did not know it would feel like this. Didn't know if I could feel as good as this. My thoughts are scratching. There's only one, only sensation, only him, only me. Oh please, I stiffen.